right now, what the government's posturing for, what they're getting ready to argue is we can't do this. This is too big, right? If we do this, look at all these bad people that are going to be getting out. And I'm not advocating for the release of dangerous people, not at all. Don't get me wrong, right? But what I am saying is that if their convictions are unconstitutional, we must address that. We can't keep someone in a state of enslavement simply because, look at the crime that he committed. We don't even know if he's guilty because the state didn't follow the procedures. There's an inordinate amount of people that are sitting in prison innocent today, and we got to address that. Of the 1,500 people that our nation has put to death since the death penalty was reinstated in 1976, of the 1,500 people, 139 of them have been proven to have been innocent after they were murdered. 139. Of the remaining, another 186 were exonerated after being placed on death row. Between those two numbers alone, that's 18% of people that were on death row here in America were factually innocent. That's not a good number. That's not a good number for us to be at. Those are people that either were murdered by the system and then they claim absolute impunity, right? Or they're factually innocent because we have a process that's broken. And then we have a system that blames an institution that blames the system and the laws for what's happening. And what I got to say is, before you blame the system for, what's happening, I would first try to use it the way that it's designed to be used. Don't blame it for your incompetence, because that's all it is. If you're not going to follow the rules and the procedures that was designed to prevent innocence from suffering, then don't blame the system for the suffering and innocence. And so these public officials, I want them to understand that they have a duty for the country. They've taken on a position, and they want to call themselves honorable. They want to say that they're a leader. Well, leaders don't commit crimes. Leaders don't make decisions that are gonna be the best financial interest for themselves and their pockets. They're gonna be making decisions that's gonna be in the best interest of the people and the needs of the people. They're gonna make decisions that are gonna be difficult at times, but they're gonna make it because it's the right thing to do, because that's what leaders do. These people aren't leaders right now. I haven't met a single leader, not one congressman, not one judge, not one prosecutor, not one of them has been willing to step up and actually recognize and enforce the body laws governing this nation. And that is,
if you talk to them face to face, they're like, well, yes, but, and then you just hear a bunch of word salad fall out of their mouth. Let me ask you, are you working this case alone, or do you have some consensus help?
I'm by myself, bro. I got God. This is, I have people that help with spreading the information. So the case is done. We built all of it. We've done it. Like all we got to do now is make the government accept, what's already been done. We've already taken it through all the courts. I mean, It's all finished. But ultimately, the decision will come from the Supreme Court. But the battle is fought in the opinion of the public. And that's where we're at right now, is that I've got to raise the awareness, because just like with Plessy versus Ferguson and segregation South, Dr. King, he knew that segregation was wrong. He knew why segregation was wrong, but more importantly, he knew that if he could just get the country talking about that issue, that would be all that would be necessary to overcome that issue. And that's why I'm at, is that this is so clear cut, right? And so complete that we don't even get a response back from government. I mean, they don't even respond to any of these notices, because what are they going to say? You had an obligation, constitutionally codified, you didn't do it. There's no justification for your unconstitutional acts. So what government's doing is they're trying to keep me silent, and they do a very good job at that. But, as I said in the beginning, that I chose to do this 9 years ago. I made the decision I was going to do it. And I decided I was going to do it regardless of whether there's money or not. And so for the last 9 years, I haven't been paid a cent. I don't work for anyone. I don't take on contracts. I operate on donation only, because most of these people don't have money to be able to pay. They can't get someone to come in and do this. And once again, I wanted to make sure that I was the best example for my family that I could be. And that includes my country as well. And so it's a difficult thing to get people to come in and be able to do these things and commit in the same way I have, for free. But that's what's necessary. And as long as I made that commitment, I really can't expect the people to come in and do the same thing. So I don't take on a whole lot of people to support, because I don't have the ability to give them a place to stay and, food to eat.
You're right.
It's hard enough for me to be able to cover those expenses myself. Like right now, I'm supposed to be in San Antonio on Monday, and I've got $7 in my account. I don't know how I'm going to do it. God will pay way if it's meant to happen, but I don't have support. I'm on my own.